What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another video. We was right the entire time. And that's the scary part. We can no longer be considered conspiracy theorists. When everything we warned people about is coming out as facts. It's the truth, brothers and sisters. And to add insult to injury, it is worse than what we predicted. It's absolutely horrific. The rabbit hole goes deep. And of course, right now we're seeing a media firestorm with the release of those infamous files. And what we're seeing is absolutely horrific. And we're looking at a massive data dump. It is designed to spread confusion, which that's exactly what they're doing. They're releasing all this information, but you don't see any arrest. You don't see any prosecution, any convictions, none of that. You don't see any accountability, and that's by design. But what we are being showed is that the people who control most major industries are PDFs. Not only that, they're Satanists. Some of them are straight up Luciferians who engage in Moloch worship, the sacrifice of children. And all of this is being brought forth right now, in real time. Everything that we warned people about, turns out it's true. Some of you all have been outcasted from your family for knowing this truth and going into different rabbit holes. And you were trying to warn people. You was trying to let people know that the world is truly corrupted, is spinning on a broken axis. But people mistreated you. They isolated you. They called you crazy. When come to find out, the truth is stranger than fiction. Listen, all you Christians out there are going to have to do better than just voting Republican. That's right. Because the person y'all been voting for the last 8 years happens to be heavily involved in those infamous files. It ain't nothing conservative about that. See, the same energy that the people have against ICE right now is the same energy people should be having with these infamous files that's being released. But you're not seeing that, because whatever they have done in America to brainwash the people has worked. Whatever type of ideological subversion that they used on the people, it has tamed them in ways that is difficult to even describe. It's almost like they are hitting people with subliminal psychological warfare on a daily basis, to the point where people don't know how to be outraged at the right things. I can assure you, if some files like this have been released anywhere in any other country, it would be more than just a media firestorm. It would be complete public outrage on an unprecedented level. It would be up in any other country. Seeing that our young ones have been violated the way they have. Seeing that your country is being ran by a satanic cabal full of Luciferians who practice Moloch worship. And these very same individuals claim to be Christians, claim to be the moral authority of this establishment. Everything that we were saying was true. Some of you all have been completely abused by those around you because of what you have known all these years. You have been told that you need medication. Some people probably tried to 5150 you just based on what you know to be true. And now that it's out there, it's like the entire world is standing there like a deer caught in a headlight. This is what the so-called elite have been doing. Those who run most major corporations, industries, businesses, the financial institutions, this is what they've been doing. They're telling you what they've been up to all this time. And the mass majority is sitting there like a deer caught in the headlights. Now the truth is out there. And I guarantee you, most of these churches, this Sunday that just passed, the pastor ain't have nothing to say about anything that was released in these infamous files. They don't want to touch on it. And it's a prime time to teach on Moloch worship, Baal, Satanism, Luciferianism, to show what the foundation of America really been about all this time. It's a prime time to teach the people so the people can be set apart from that system. So the people can pull away from the Babylonian infrastructure. But they're not going to do that. They're going to stand there like a deer caught in the headlights. Meanwhile, these corrupted people stay in power. If it was any a time for public lynchings, it would be now. The people who committed these horrendous acts on the innocent deserve public crucifixions. They deserve the absolute worst, and it needs to be done in front of the people. That's my personal opinion. And what makes this so crazy is that they remain in power while more distractions come. And they're going completely off the rails with the country. America has went rogue. The U.S. government has went rogue. The DOJ had all this information for many years and they just held it. And they are slowly releasing it. Taking context out of certain places, heavily redacting other places. So there's no real accountability, only speculation to cause confusion. Meanwhile, they're trying to start wars while we're in the midst of a civil war. Why? Because everything that we've been saying is true, and everything done in the dark, it gotta come to the light. That's the Most High's word. And it's been happening. Some of you all been warning people for many years, and all it did was shake the hornet's nest. And a lot of y'all been stung multiple times by people you trusted with certain information. And of course, in hindsight, some of us went down these rabbit holes and we kind of stayed there because we seen how dire the situation was and the need to warn others. But it was nothing we can do by ourselves. And we thought that telling the world what was going on in the world, we would have thought people would have opened their eyes and awakened. But we ended up being the brunt of their aggression. They always go and try to kill the messenger. A lot of people won't go fact check the actual message. A lot of people won't study to show themselves approved. Instead, they aimed at us. Everything we said was true. Everything we said was right. And that is the scary part about it. Because now we're in a situation where we're looking at this thing wondering, what is the world going to do about it? And if they're going to do nothing about it, then something huge has to take place. And it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. But we know ultimately the good news and the light at the end of the tunnel is that Christ is going to come. And when he does, he's bringing bloodshed and vengeance to these evildoers. And it's going to be monumental. It's going to be exactly what the Bible prophesied. He will wear the crown of every nation, and it will be blood on his garments as if he was treading a winepress. Because one thing about it is we see all these things happening. We see Iran war versus America. We see Trump trying to take over Greenland. And we see all of these things happening, and we got to focus back on Christ. This going on over there, focus back on Christ. That going on over here, focus back on Christ. Oh, the file's been released, and it is worse off than we thought. We got to focus back on Christ. That's what keeps our sanity through all of this, knowing that it's going to be recompense at the end of all of it. So rest assured, all you brothers and sisters who've been telling the truth and keep on telling the truth. One love to y'all. And don't let it discourage you that even though the truth is out, some people still don't want to hear it. A lot of y'all have been bold in the faith. And I know if you gravitate towards this particular material, you're probably one who has been warning people. You're probably one who has seen what is going on for a number of years. And now it's all coming out. Listen, I got more material coming very soon. Y'all make sure y'all like. Let me know down in the comment sections if you can relate to this. Have you warned people and you got called crazy? They try to label you a conspiracy theorist and a crackpot. But now, nobody is saying anything. Talk to me down in the comment section. And make sure you like. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. More material coming. Shalom. Peace.